again. Welcome to this section where I will teach you how to use WhatsApp or Telegram to automate the collection of social data in your startup or impact project. If you want to make the most of this tool, which is already in the hands of your customers and users, stay with me. Let's remember that when we are in an impact measurement process and we already have the indicators we want to measure, the next step is to think about where and how we are going to collect this data continuously. For example, if you're interested in knowing whether your client got a new job or if a company increased its sales, it's crucial to define how you're going to collect this data regularly. For this, WhatsApp is an excellent alternative. 2 reasons for this. The first is that, since WhatsApp already has more than 2 billion users worldwide, it's very likely that your client already has access to it and knows how to use it. Therefore, it will be very easy for you to send questions through this tool. The second is that due to the user experience of tools like WhatsApp or Telegram, they are ideal for asking questions that tend to be a bit private and require a certain closeness with your client. You probably already use one of these tools to communicate with your clients in one way or another. If you currently do it manually, I'll leave you another video with some tips on how to automate it with artificial intelligence. The great advantage of using WhatsApp is that measuring impact goes far beyond collecting numbers. It's about maintaining a long-term relationship with your beneficiaries or clients so that when you ask them, they are willing to give you the information. That's why every conversation you have on WhatsApp is an opportunity to listen, learn, improve, and capture data that would normally be very difficult to collect. Remember that all this effort we are making in impact measurement is to provide information to someone who is going to make a decision. To organize this process, I recommend that you divide the indicators into strategic indicators, meaning that you place these long-term impact indicators that are relevant, how people's lives change over time, and have operational indicators that are more relevant for the team that will be handling the day-to-day operations. And maybe you need to know the number of daily customers, the number of transactions, or some type of data that is only relevant to the person executing the project. In WhatsApp conversations, you can have these 2 types of indicators. You can ask people long-term questions, like employment or how their life changed after the program or your solution. Or you can also take the opportunity to ask day-to-day questions, like their satisfaction or opinion, what should be improved. If you haven't implemented this collection method yet, I'm going to give you some tips to get started. The first, although it may seem obvious, make sure to have the phone numbers of your beneficiaries or clients. This involves having a good format for the number that includes the country code, but also having a registration process where every time they enter your solution or program, you ensure to request this information. Second, request their consent to be contacted. This will allow you not only to comply with data protection laws and regulations, but also it will make them more prepared to receive your questions when you want to contact them. Third, make brief surveys, no more than 10 questions. Remember that the attention span is short, and our goal is for them to answer all the questions we send them. Fourth, combine open-ended questions with closed-ended questions. That is, give yourself the opportunity to ask things you haven't explored before, but also make sure to ask for quantitative data that you can later systematize. Fifth, make sure to include a question about how they feel. Remember that we are trying to establish a long-term relationship, and it is very important to show them that we truly care about their well-being. One of the biggest challenges in impact measurement is how to process and quantify open or qualitative responses. The experiences, opinions, and perceptions of your customers are very valuable information that can provide you with a lot. Not only about the impact, but also about the quality of your product. But it usually takes a lot of time and effort to do it manually. This is where artificial intelligence comes in. With natural language processing tools like ChatGPT, you can turn qualitative responses into structured data that you can quantify. For example, if you ask your users how they feel about a new program, and they respond openly, artificial intelligence has the ability to categorize and score their responses in terms of impact, needs, and perception. All of this is done automatically. Using artificial intelligence not only improves data processing, but also enhances the user experience, making it more empathetic and fluid. For example, if a user seems to not understand the question or doesn't respond appropriately, the BOT has the ability to rephrase the question, offer examples, or even make positive comments before asking for clarification. This improves the quality of the data you obtain, because you make the user feel heard. By responding contextually, you make it a smooth conversation rather than a simple impersonal survey that no one wants to answer. By following these steps, you'll be able to measure impact in an efficient and smooth way and, above all, build a stronger relationship with the people you serve. I hope this helps you. Bye.